Yo, what's up, you guys? Today I want to share with you another classic Neville Goddard story that'll reveal to you a manifestation technique so powerful that it'll dramatically shift the way you see reality. No joke. So if you got stuff going on in your life right now that you want to see change, then keep watching. Alright, let's do this. In his book, The Law and the Promise, Neville talks about the time when he was traveling to the West Coast and decided to stop over in Chicago to chill with his friends for a day. And the friend who was hosting him was actually recovering from a severe illness. And the friend was advised by his doctor to move into a one-story house because he was living in a huge three-story home at the time. And so he took the doctor's advice and purchased a one-story house suited to his needs. But there was a problem. He couldn't find a buyer for his large three-story home, and he was stuck with it. Then when Neville got to his place, the friend was all discouraged and didn't know what to do. And so to encourage him, Neville explained to him and his wife the law of constructive imagining. In other words, the law of assumption. And he broke it down by telling him about the prominent New York woman who had to rent out her apartment, which is the video I put out last week, in case you missed it. The story's dope. The short version of it is that the lady couldn't find anyone interested in renting her apartment, okay? But then, spoiler alert, after following Neville's advice, which was to use her imagination, she got what she wanted in less than 24 hours. So then, Neville suggested to his friends that they do the same thing, that they build an imaginal structure just like the lady did. How? By going to sleep imagining that they were physically present where? In their new home. Feeling that they had sold their old home. Why? Because the feeling's the secret. The feeling's the secret. And he further explained to them the huge difference between thinking of the image of their new house and thinking from the image of their new house. Thinking from it. See the difference? It's like this. Thinking of it, Neville says, is simply a confession that they're not in it. They're just thinking about it. But thinking from it is what? Proof that they're in it. They're actually there in consciousness, giving substance to the image, which means that them occupying the house physically will then follow automatically. You still with me? You see, believe it or not, what the world looks like, Neville says, listen, depends entirely on where you are when you make an observation. Because remember, you're all imagination. You are all imagination. And you must be where you are in imagination. Anyway, when a couple heard all this stuff and this concept of causation, it actually disturbed them, like it was some sort of magic or superstition that he was teaching. But they promised they'd give it a shot. They'd still try it. Check this out. That night, Neville left for California. And the following evening, the conductor on the train that he was riding on handed him a telegram that read these words: House sold, midnight last. 1 week later, they wrote to Neville and told him what happened, saying that the very night he left Chicago, they fell asleep physically in the old house, but mentally in the new, viewing the world from the new home, imagining how things would sound if it were true. Then later that night, folks, they were awakened from their sleep to be told that the house was sold. Boom. It's thinking fast, right? All right, real talk. What's your desire, okay? What is it that you want? And don't hold back. Now, whatever your desire is, here's what I want you to do. Ask yourself as you're going to bed, what would you do? What would you say? How would you act if what you want is already yours? And then fall asleep in that feeling. Assume the feeling and just watch. That assumption will harden into fact, and your desire will be fulfilled because you get what you believe. Yeah. Alrighty guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and the bell right next to it to be notified of my next video. I pump these out every single week, so you don't want to miss them. If you're listening via podcast, I'd really appreciate a review. It gets more people to discover my work and of course help spread this message. And don't forget to register for my free online training that'll seriously help you start manifesting the life you really want right now. So check it out. The link's in the description. Like I always say, more's coming. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.